CrusherXGaming crew, welcome back! We are finally here, launch day for Chaos Zero Nightmare. I have been enjoying this game for many hours since launch, so let's dive deep into my full Day 1 review and gacha strategy. But before we jump into the chaos, we have a winner to announce for the $50 giveaway from the last video. A massive congratulations goes out to Lovey Luck. You crushed it! Please make sure to contact me directly on Discord to claim your prize. Now, let's talk about a game that is causing some serious drama just hours after launch. Chaos Zero Nightmare, CZN, which officially launched globally on October 22, 2025, is a dark fantasy hybrid title, blending a roguelike structure with turn-based deck building. Visually, it's a powerhouse, boasting gorgeous 2D illustrations and high-quality live 2D animations, all fully voiced by top-tier actors. The central gameplay revolves around Chaos Mode, a roguelike run where you clear procedural acts, fighting monsters and events before facing a boss. In combat, you field a 3-person team who share a single health bar and shield. Crucially, every turn you gain 3 action points AP and draw 5 cards. This 3 AP limitation heavily dictates strategy, forcing you to prioritize low-cost cards to maximize actions per turn. Tactical depth is added through a 5-attribute cycle for elemental weaknesses and an enemy action counter that forces you to carefully manage the turn order. Your main account progress is tied to the captain level. Leveling this up quickly is vital, as it unlocks the Arc City Hub, which grants access to critical research upgrades, resource farming, simulations, and the limited daily recovery system for units suffering from mental breakdown. The launch reception is heavily split, and much of the negativity stems from the technical stability and the economy. The global launch was immediately compromised by technical instability, including official notices apologizing for server connection issues and payment errors. For PC players, this included delayed loading times, often requiring reinstallation on an SSD. The monetization model has been widely classified by the community as aggressively hostile. The base 5-star drop rate is only 1.0%. Limited character banners operate on a 50-50 system, meaning the worst-case scenario for guaranteeing a limited character is 140 pulls. Based on initial pricing, this guaranteed acquisition costs an estimated base price of around $294 US. This is compounded by an F2P income that provides roughly 20 pulls per month from dailies and subscriptions. I felt that pressure immediately. Getting a useful starting roster was extremely difficult. It took me 12 full re-rolls just to get the team composition I wanted, including 7 attempts where I didn't pull any 5-star hero in the initial pulls. The game's design basically mandates a strong start to compensate for the lack of future F2P pull volume. The second massive issue, which also plagues the community, is the story and dialogue speed. You can speed up the main story dialogue, but it's painfully slow. And here's the killer. During other core game systems, the dialogue sequences are unskippable and cannot even be sped up, actively slowing down the rate at which you can farm and progress. Despite the struggles, I was able to pull 3 excellent 5-star heroes, Magna, Hugo, and Kayron. My planned main team setup, designed to overcome the AP limitations of the game, will be Magna, Hugo, and the essential 4-star Mika. Let's break down these critical team components. Mika is the most important unit in this team, and perhaps the entire meta, regardless of her 4-star rarity. Role: AP controller and healer. Mechanic: her core value is her ability to reliably restore action points AP and grant card draw. This is unique and necessary because the core 3 AP limit chokes high action strategies. Team impact: Mika provides the AP liquidity required to sustain complex, high-action rotations for the entire team. Hugo functions as a consistent, sustained damage machine whose output is directly tied to the action economy of his team. Role: combo-focused physical DPS. Mechanic: he runs on hunt stacks, which are generated when he plays cards. Critically, every time any ally attacks, Hugo triggers a follow-up attack, consuming 1 stack. Synergy. To maximize his output, his partners need to play lots of low-cost cards, generating a high frequency of attacks. Mika's AP boost is what makes this engine sustainable. Magna is our crucial defensive and utility anchor, capable of turning mitigation into offense. Role: defensive shield and utility. Mechanic: she focuses on survivability by generating shields. Her unique strategic value comes from her AoE counterattacks, which apply the vulnerability debuff. Team impact: vulnerability increases the damage the enemy takes from all sources. Magna ensures team survivability and, through her counters, actively accelerates the damage output of our DPS units, justifying her spot over a simple tank. Mika is required here too, allowing Magna to afford her higher-cost defensive cards consistently. So, let's summarize the good and the bad based on day 1. Pros. Visually, the game is stunning, with high-quality L2D animations and 2D artwork. The game features deep, high-ceiling combat mechanics, including the Void, Hunt stacks, and exhaustion systems. It offers an excellent quality-of-life feature for re-rolling via the in-game reset server function. The supporting cast is strong and charming, with clear, distinctive personalities. The roguelike elements in Chaos mode offer high replayability. Cons. The game suffers from extreme monetization hostility. There is a core combat design flaw. The restrictive 3 AP limit makes turns feel very binary, and individual cards underwhelming compared to genre peers. A major quality issue is the unskippable/slow dialogue and story sequences, which severely hinders progression speed, especially in the Chaos. So after a full day in the trenches, re-rolling until my fingers bled, and wrestling with the economy, where does Chaos Zero Nightmare land? This game is a strategic powerhouse, trapped behind a paywall, and some seriously poor quality-of-life decisions. The high-level mechanics are incredibly engaging, demanding intricate synergy and resource management. Mika's existence proves that. But the monetization is brutal, and the slow dialogue makes the necessary story grind feel like a chore. For these reasons, my final launch day rating for Chaos Zero Nightmare is 7.5 out of 10. It has the potential for excellence, but it needs Smilegate to address the economy and QOL issues immediately to secure its long-term future. And to celebrate the launch, I'm kicking off another giveaway. We're giving away $50 to one lucky subscriber. To enter this giveaway, all you have to do is drop a comment below telling me which 5-star heroes you were able to pull on your first day and your overall honest opinion on the game after your first few hours. Let me know if you are loving the unique combat or if the gacha rates are too much for you. That's it for the launch day review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you all in the next video, and hopefully, I'll see you in the chaos.